what do Hannah and Nick from Love is Blind have in common between their dimensional love archetypes? They actually have only one dichotomy in common, which really makes sense to me. The first one, which they do not have in common, is interdependent versus independent, with Hannah definitely giving independent.
Independent.
Wasn't clear?
I mean, independent. Okay.
For sure. Financial, she said it. She was like, I raised you from a boy to a man. Okay. That's if that's not giving independent, I don't know what is. But Nick definitely giving interdependent. I don't
Interdependent.
would he know how to I'm sorry, Nick. I know that
Oil, water.
boil some pasta. I just have to
Does
believe
the
that he just
pasta
told
go in the fridge or outside of the fridge? Where does the pasta go? And you know what? I blame his parents. It is
I
what
do.
it is.
I do.
But she's definitely giving independent. And I think people have to know too, it's like in the romantic relationship too. I feel like Nick would definitely be the type to intertwine a lot of and I feel like Hannah is like independent. She has like her own life and she wants a partner as yeah, they should put somebody better for her in there. That's like more like practical like her. But yeah, independent.
And that's a great segue to the next dichotomy, dreamer versus pragmatic, because Hannah literally had her checklist. Literally. Like a pragmatic person would. Okay. Like she was going down, breaking him down piece by piece of how he did not fit into her pragmatic checklist.
And she tried. I think she really did try to like make it work. I feel like she tried to be a dreamer a little bit. And then she was like, all right, this is not working for me.
She's like, I gotta go back to my roots. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, no, he brought it out of her. Nick definitely dreamer. I don't know what he was thinking. I genuinely don't know what he was thinking. Really, I thought it was mean when she said, "Is he delusional?" But then by the end, I could see what she was saying. Again, a fellow dreamer myself, I do believe a little bit of love has to be delusion. So I mean, that's just the way I approach it. But to the point where Nick, it's like, are you just saying? I hear what they're saying now, where it's like, are you just saying things for the camera? Like, are you not living in the reality that this is not working? And like, what is? Why are you here right now?
Yes. I agree. I've known he's delusional since like I don't know the reunion. Them talking about how he had those goals and he was like to be the biggest Love Is Blind star. I from the beginning he was being too kind. Like he just was being like he just it seemed like he just wanted to be on the show. Like he was saying all the right things. Even after she broke up with him, he came back and he was like, "It's okay."
Yeah,
Like he just wanted to be chosen. That's what it was giving, so that he can be on the show. And then real estate, like he could build up his social media. It's just I don't know, we got to call it what it is. I
we
kind of
do.
knew Nick was on that, so I feel like I would also feel crazy. It's like, let's argue. Like, aren't you upset that I'm talking to you this way? Or like, why are you always being nice in front of the camera? Yeah, so he's
Agreed.
definitely, why is he on this show? No, no,
No,
like, no, don't be on the show.
no, he was. And for my Enneagram girlies out there, he's definitely giving 3. I mean, it just is like, I don't know.
Delusion.
It was very much. Excuse me. I hate to again self-deprecate, but it's something that I see just as a a past cheerleader, past dancer, like being both of us like in the past being in sales, like there's just this people pleasing nature to him that like just feels like he just needs that that like needs people to like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that even like the notes, a part of me wants to be like, shoot for the stars, land on the moon. I can see why somebody would write this. Like, of course, I want to be on Survivor. I mean, but then again, Survivor is very different
It's
than Love is Blind.
different. Sydney, stop. Stop trying to make excuses, okay? Like, stop trying to make excuses. I'm not with it. Like, I really am not. People are over here on the internet attacking Hannah. I'm like, y'all, this man came on this TV show and he really didn't have, he was a dreaming, okay? Like, he really was
Everybody.
dreaming. His parents were still paying for everything for him. Like, it's just like you're about to be married and you want to start a, like, it's just kind of like,
No, you're right. You're right. And like I think he would have been with anybody. Like he was giving the Mr. Suave, Mr. Suave to
agreed,
every single girl.
agreed, agreed. And
Yeah.
he would not have shown, I think, and the reunion proved it for me because they were calling him out on the fact that he didn't think that Hannah was, like,
Attractive.
oh, like attractive,
Yeah.
and he was denying it, although all the men were like, Steven was like, yeah, that was said. Ramses was like, okay, let's not front. You said this. And he was still denying it because of that people pleaser. He really wants to be liked by people. He doesn't want to be attacked on the internet. Like, he played the game well.
Well,
Okay. He got on the show and he played the game very well so that even though it's wild, he's delusional, like he does not know how to heat up water, people are still not even like coming at him. They're coming at Hannah because of the way she, like, he played it well, so I'll give him that. But I'm not about to sit here and make excuses for him, bro. I don't care. I really don't.
no, honestly.
Like, learn how to boil water.
um
Look,
no, yeah.
yeah,
So the
not,
only
not
thing
on camera.
oh well, sorry, I was about to skip over. The other piece that they were not compatible on was the anxious versus centered. Um
Yes.
because Nick was again similar to Ashley, just a little too centered. Hannah was very anxious about their compatibility. She was also, it's interesting, like in therapy my therapist often talks about like anger is always a mask for an iceberg of emotions, and I always thought
Mhm.
about that when Hannah was expressing herself so bluntly, so directly. Like all of that to me is a mask for a fear of rejection, a fear of failure, a fear of like a bunch of different things. She just gave like she was super anxious and she covers it up with this mask of being like, "Oh, I'm blunt. I'm a bitch." And it's just like, but you obviously wanted to get reassurance that you and Nick were on the same page, which y'all never were. And he's just over here like a blank slate. Like, what did you say? Was he was just existing?
For real, like having a good old time.
In his own little head. So censored versus anxious, they were definitely again not on the same page with the only one that they were on the same page with, which is what I think. And I thought about this in the pods. The only one they were on the same page about was fun and stimulation, and they were
Yeah.
just talking about I can't. He was like, I can't wait to see you in a bikini and all this other stuff. And she's like, yeah, I can't wait till we're doing this and that. Like again, like I mean, it kind of gave. She was playing like Dreamer in the pods, but like I think that was more so playing on the fun stimulation. Can't wait to get to the fun side of life, all the fun parts of being in a relationship. Where it's like that's not the only parts. I mean, that's a part that, as we can see with Garrett and Taylor, they are both fun people too, but they're
Agreed.
fun, practical people who have have this, like we said, it's kind of hard with them because they've had like that they feel so stable that they're able to have like woo lots of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. I think that's the only similarity is that they both wanted to have fun, and I think the age also plays
Yeah.
a role in that too. But I think they're fun people. Hannah is fun. Like,
Yeah.
just I enjoyed the conversation she was having with the men. I enjoyed. She just wasn't really. I don't know. She just was easygoing. I don't know. Like, she just. So I think both of them were fun. So I do agree with that. But
So yeah.
very delusional. Yeah,
Yeah.
on Nick's side.
Definitely. Um, Going back to Hannah, that would make her the nomad, which means seeking fun and stimulation in love, but also wants to maintain a sense of self in her relationships. She values pragmatism over romantic ideals, but also needs reassurance during times of anxiety.
That's her.
Feels pretty spot on. And
What about
then For Nick, he would be the magician. So, love to be in love, desire shared lives with their partners, confident and steady in love with a strong sense of self, seeks thrills and excitement in romance.
Yep.
You know, parts of this I feel like he's still growing as a human.
I
So it's,
mean, yeah.
but
In every way he's growing.
you
Every
know,
way, literally step by step, yeah.
so I hope he can develop an even stronger sense of self. I really did actually appreciate the conversation he had with, she's such a bad bitch. The what, Katie? The one that they were mad about?
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, I thought that she was like, "You under all these layers of people pleasing and all that stuff, you actually to the core of you have a good sense of self, a good sense of kindness as a person. Why not lead with that versus like, this facade that you try to put on, Rico Suave, Suave." And I think like when this magician piece talks about confident and steady and love, I think that's the part where I say like, hopefully he could grow into that because it's like it's there. It's like pants that don't fit him yet.
Yeah, good point.